What do you think about when you hear the word witchcraft? Many think flying on a broom, cackling over a cauldron, and even devil worship. These are all common misconceptions brought on by the media. I would like to inform you of Wicca as a religion and put those ideas to rest. I've been practicing for over a decade, ever since I was a child, and I'd like to tell you about the basics from what I have learned. It's a nature-based religion with no devil whatsoever. We all practice our religion in different ways, but we each give praise on the 8 Wiccan holidays, or the Sabbats. There are several different types of tools that we use, such as tarot cards, and there are many different types of rituals, all according to the times of the moon. I know that this is a controversial subject, but if you lend me your ears, I intend to teach you the truth. I think that you will find out some interesting things that you didn't know before, and witchcraft is really nothing to be frightened about. It's something that will really open your eyes to the beauty in our environment. As I mentioned, it's a nature-based religion, and we recognize the deity as a dual. There's both a god and a goddess, and we see it as masculine and feminine. And they're not distant or in heaven, but omnipotent throughout the entire universe. Everything consists of the god and goddess. They manifest themselves in all of nature. There is nothing that isn't of the gods. And there are also several deities, depending on where you're from. Most commonly are the Greek gods, commonly discussed in Greek mythology, such as Eros, Athena, Prometheus, Zeus, and these same deities are known by other names in different parts of the world. There's Norse mythology, Anglo-Saxon mythology, and tons of others. And whichever one, there's still going to be a goddess of war, god of the sun, a goddess of love, and so on. They just go by different names, but are generally the same people. If those are the gods, you're probably wondering who our devil is. Well, we don't have one. We believe in reincarnation, and there's no need for a hell. Reincarnation is where after you die, your soul will be cleansed so that you can go through another life cycle. You're a different person, but you have obtained some knowledge from the past life. Have you ever experienced deja vu, where you feel like the exact same thing has happened before at some other point in your life? Well, this is probably a glimpse into your past life. And I believe that all of this is the spiral of life. We're born, we live, we die. We're born again, we live again, we die again. This is the cycle of everything, and everything has its own cycle. Now that you know some of the basics, let's talk about the 8 Wiccan holidays, which also have a cycle. Wicca is an earth religion with holy days calculated by the change of seasons and the phases of the moon. The central feature of the spirituality was a sovereign goddess, a symbol of bountiful Mother Earth from which other life flowed. Her consort was a god who had to be sacrificed every so many years in order that his blood would spill on the earth, fertilizing it so that life could continue. He would then be reborn to this goddess as her son, and the cycle could begin all over again. From this, we have 8 holidays, but witchcraft can be practiced anytime. These holidays are divided into 4 Sabbats and 4 Esbats. Sabbats are the equinoxes and change in the season. They're the more important holidays of the year. First one is Yule on December 21st. This is the change from autumn to winter. It is also a time of great darkness and the shortest day of the year, where there's less light than there is dark, because of how early it gets dark out. Next is Ostara, the spring equinox, on March 21st. The hours of light and dark are equal on this day. Third is midsummer, the summer solstice, circa June 21st. Then Mabun, the autumn equinox, circa September 21st. In between these Sabbats are 4 Esbats. There are lesser holidays associated with agriculture. Most are harvesting holidays when we celebrate the bounty of earth. Imbolc is February 2nd, Beltane is May 1st, Lunacida is August 1st, and Samhain is October 31st. I'm not going to take the time to go into detail, but if you're interested, there are several books and websites that you can look and find more information about the holidays. Some books that I like to use is Earth Magic by Marion Weinstein, Wicca by Scott Cunningham, and Celtic Myth and Magic by Edwin McCoy. Now that you get the gist of Wicca, I would like to show you some divination tools that we use when practicing our religion. Again, everyone practices in their own way, but these are tools that I use and many other Wiccans that I know use. First, I have some tarot cards. They're little cards with pictures of different things on them. They're used to see into the future, or look into a past life sometimes. I dabble, but I don't feel comfortable enough giving readings yet. One thing about tarot cards is that they're full of energy. It can take a Wiccan a lifetime to get enough energy into the cards to give an accurate reading to somebody. So if you ever see the cards laying around, don't pick them up. Your energy can cancel out the energy that they've put in them, and then the cards become useless. Next, I have some candles. It doesn't seem like much, but they're necessary in any Wiccan's arsenal. I have a white candle here. This would be for purity. And a red candle that would be for love. Every candle has its own meaning, and it's very important to coordinate the candles with the incense, with the ritual, with the moon time. Everything has to come together in order to get a spell to work. My favorite candles are these woman and man candles that I purchased. Every altar needs to have a representation of the goddess and the god, and I found these and they're just great. Next I have a wand. And I know a wand seems to go along with the media, a magical wand, but it's not the wand itself that is magic. There's the person projecting their magic through the wand. It's more of an extension of your arm than a magic wand by itself. And there are many other aspects of Wicca that I just don't have time to go into detail today. These are guidelines for how I follow the craft. Overall, Wicca is a joyous religion springing from our kinship with nature. It's a merging of the goddess and the gods, the universal energies that created all existence. It's a personal, positive celebration of life and everything that's in it. We love nature and we try to keep it as beautiful as the goddess made it. We worship on the Sabbath and we use our tools to aid in our praise. We wish no harm upon anyone or anything. So what was so evil about witchcraft again?